So there's an interesting now. I think a lot of people kind of knew this was true, but we had a shocking admission today. I don't know if you caught this if you were out gardening. Now, so a lot of when I said like, oh, this is a big deal, a lot of people are like, oh, we already knew. Well, we have now received official notice as of, I guess, April 8th. Is this the first that it's breaking, or did you see this before today? It looks like it was a letter that was sent on April 8th.
Yeah, I don't think that it was publicized, though, for a few days. This is the first time that Ashley Biden has indeed confirmed the diary is actually real, which is concerning. Look at the Krassensteins, by the way, dogpiling this shit and saying, well, we don't know how old she was, and we don't have any evidence that he molested his daughter. It's like, okay, well, she felt that the showers were inappropriate, so it probably wasn't when she was 3 or 4. This is probably when she's like 10 or something like that, or 9.
Yeah, there was. This says,
yep,
probably not appropriately, and that I was molested. Or no, I'm sorry, was I molested? I think so.
Yeah, she doesn't make the stream of consciousness connection between Joe Biden and being molested, in all honesty. But she's in the context, if she's talking about showers with dad, inappropriate in nature. So it wasn't when she was a really little kid and couldn't shower herself and had to be cleaned off. This was later on, obviously. She was at least 6, 7 years old or something like that.
Yeah, it's not like...
it's just creepy,
It's not uncommon for... If I remember right, when I remember, I don't think I ever showered with my mom.
Yeah. Like when I was a kid, like when I was like 3 or 4, but you're a really, really little kid. When you're 8 or 9 years old, the assumption is you can pretty much clean yourself. Basically, your kid gets out of the shower, and then you look to make sure that they've cleaned themselves off, and then you can say, no, go back in the shower or something. But you don't have to bathe them for them. They're old enough to know how to use soap.
And I believe the diary said she was 11 at this time,
which makes it extra creepy.
What is the bigger picture? Take me down the Styxhexen hole here on this one, because I think there's obviously a lot of layers to them coming out and saying it's real now. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's like, okay, well, who's going to be the nominee now? Like, this is very bad.
It's not going to penetrate the legacy media. They'll circle wagons, so it won't have any effect on who the Dem nominee is. It'll still be Joe Biden, but the thing is, he's got other problems: the economy, foreign policy, crime, the border, pretty much everything else. I mean, name it, and he's got a problem with it.
What'll be interesting is if we look at CNN, they have not covered it as of yet.
Oh, of course not.
But they did cover Florida woman who stole Ashley Biden diary in 2020, sentenced to jail.
How can you steal something that's not real? They never asked that question now, did they?
No, it was
inconvenient at the time.
Yeah, I mean, the selling part of it probably was maybe part of the crime. Yeah. I don't know, but like, you're probably right. Like, this is like Trump's grab him by the pussy thing. Like, the left, it was so long ago. Either this grossed you out then, or it's not going to gross you out.
Yeah. I mean, it's more meaningful than that, because he was talking about consensual interaction with adults as opposed to perving on your 10, 11-year-old daughter. But yeah, they'll wash it. They'll swipe it under the rug.
Well, then you layer this a little bit. And I don't know if you saw this, but this is like a little bit of panic here.
Look,
I loved it.
These Sunbelt battleground states, frankly, for the Joe Biden campaign, these numbers are an absolute disaster. The smallest lead is in Arizona for Donald Trump. He's up 6. Look at this, 9 in Georgia, 13 in Nevada. My goodness gracious, my God. That is a huge lead. No Democrat has lost that state since John Kerry lost it back in 2004. How about these Great Lake battleground states? This is something that the Joe Biden campaign can work.
By the way, if he gets Pennsylvania, I don't care if he loses Wisconsin and Michigan. Like, I would like him, but Pennsylvania is way bigger. That's 15, 18. How many electorals is Pennsylvania? It's a lot, I think.
I thought it was 23, I think.
23. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, so
no, it's a lot. I mean, if Biden loses Pennsylvania, it's all over. He cannot win without Pennsylvania. It's impossible because he's not going to get North Carolina. He's not going to get Georgia. It looks like he's probably not going to get Nevada. That gets Trump pretty close to the mark. He only needs one other beefy state, and there's several there. So,
well, Georgia and Nevada are, if these numbers are real, that's like, I don't want to say there's no such thing as insurmountable, but 13 points in Nevada when Biden barely won it, like that is a massive swing.
Yeah, let me look up if I can the just a sec here. I've got to go to RCP.
2024 number or the 2020.
Yeah, no, oh God, they changed this. Oh, there's the aggregate. Just a sec. For Arizona, this is the aggregate, so this is more meaningful. Arizona, Trump is up by 5.2. Georgia by 4.6. Michigan, he's still up by 0.8. Nevada, 6.2. And this is the aggregate. This is the poll of polls. North Carolina, 5.4. Pennsylvania, 2. And Wisconsin, 0.6. So if anything's going to be a pickup for Biden, it'd be Wisconsin or maybe Michigan, I would think.
Well, he won it in 2020. Mm-hmm. So that would, I mean, it would be nice. I got to get involved. I got to get Pressler up here. We got to do some grassroots Wisconsin. Like we got to pound some pavement and get out there and get people to vote in Wisconsin, because
what I would say to the Republicans is don't even bother campaigning at this point in North Carolina other than topically, because it's no longer a swing state. Biden's not going to win North Carolina. Same with Georgia.
Georgia is weird.
I would go after Virginia. I would headhunt them in their own territory. Virginia only leans a couple points blue. It's totally winnable.
New York, New Jersey.
It's about as winnable for the GOP as Texas would be for the Dems. I don't see either of them flipping this election cycle. Although I would say there is a steady march in New York towards redness. It ain't going to be 2024.
Well, if beloved Hollywood stars keep getting randomly assaulted there. I mean, you had this 100,000. Yeah. Before that, it was the other guy, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids guy. Remember him? 4 years.
I remember that. Didn't Buscemi get assaulted a few years ago too? This has happened to him 2 or 3 times now. Buscemi, why do people hate him so much?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I have a feeling I have just a picture in my head of what the individual might look like. But Rick Ross, you had this in New Jersey, 80,000 people. There is some blue language here, folks, but it's not that bad.
Oh God,
this is so great. Yeah,
everything they touch turns to what? You shouldn't use that kind of language. Look, you can't use word shit. Okay.
I mean, tell me that guy's not in. He's ready. Like he's in
2016 mode. He's not in 2020 mode. Now that he's had some time off, that he doesn't have to be president of the United States. He has definitely made a comeback in the linguistic sense.
Yeah, his energy levels way better. He looks better. I mean, look.
Yeah, he lost like 25, 30 pounds, didn't he?
He lost a good amount of weight. Yes, we all know the hair is a meme. All right, it's whatever. But he looks healthy. He looks revived. And oh, by the way, this is Trump after sitting in court 8 hours a day.
Yeah,
he's still doing rallies. Like
sitting in a court for 10 minutes is boring enough. Just ask any lawyer,
Right, and
they're only there because they get paid.
Yeah, very, very well too. So I'm kind of with you on the Biden diary thing. Okay. I think she actually called into Veritas like a week or two ago. It was kind of mini lead where she said that she wanted it back or something, which would, essentially confirm that it was hers.
Well, I can sort of imagine. I mean, she was not writing this down as an adult, or at least I don't believe so. And it is a private effect. But the thing is that the legacy media pretended it wasn't, and that it wasn't even real, that it was completely fabricated. Well, you can't sue somebody or have a criminal case if there's no actual theft, if there's no actual object to have been stolen. So they inadvertently proved that it was real.
I'm so afraid of him coming into the shower with me that I have waited until late at night to take a shower.
How lovely, isn't that? What a wonderful family.
I mean, that
basically,
is...
yeah, it's damning. I look at the Biden family as basically being poor trailer trash, incestuous with literally in Biden's case, he's the elderly version of the Banjo Deliverance Kid. Have you ever seen that? I mean, they look exactly the same, you know. If you hear banjos, you gone too far.
Yeah. Oh boy, the Krassensteins are dead. 18 likes on this post.
Yeah, they're having problems in the absence of Trump posting.
Yeah.
Poor dudes.
Yeah, I really feel tough. I feel bad for them.
That was their whole career.
Yeah, Trump reply guys. Yeah, that was their whole career.
That's Devious Dawn's entire strategy to deprive the Krassensteins of money by not using Twitter.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised. The
Krassensteins' nefarious plan.
People forget that these dudes, by the way, are scumbags. Like they've been raided by the FBI for some crypto scam or something like that back in the day.
They did explain that. I've actually talked to Brian, who is much more intelligent and reasonable than his brother.
Yeah.
And like I had made a video years ago, actually, on it was that clip where they're drinking at their mini bar or something like that. And they were talking about influencing people. And it was taken out of context. And Brian explained that to me. So I took my video down and then made another video in its place about fact checking. Because I don't want to dogpile anybody wrongfully.
Yeah.
But their takes are consistently bad. They make no sense oftentimes. And a lot of times it's literally just clickbait. They're just trying to make money.
Yeah. And, I remember didn't they have something about what's so bad about riding a bike naked or something? It was some weird.
I will say I enjoyed the naked bike ride at UVM when I was there for obvious reasons.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a little different. That's a little different. But so it'll be, it's probably Much Ado About Nothing, the Biden diary, but obviously it's not going to help Joe Biden.
That's the thing. It's meaningful, but it won't be presented as meaningful to the people that would need to find it so in order for them to change their votes. Like if you're a partisan Democrat Biden fan or something, you don't even care. If you're core MAGA, if you're small L libertarian or something, you're not going to vote for him anyway. So that narrow proportion of the independent voting populace, they're going to be presented it as, it's a nothing burger. It's a right-wing conspiracy theory. And so it's not really going to change any minds.
Not this far away from the election.
Yeah.
I think not to dismiss it, but this will be long forgotten by November.
Showers with Ashley will remain a meme, but it'll be a meme spread by people who aren't going to vote for Biden anyway.